Hi Ron, how you doing? How your day's going so far?
My day is going good. No work, so that's good.
I think I need to pull my mom into our group. She started with Mentor 7 as well. But she was here with me for a while, and then she went back to Vietnam for like 6 months, or not 6 months, but for 4 months. And then and now she come back. She told me that she wants to give up the studying.
My plan is to move to Vietnam for 6 months as well in the winter months. Come back in the summer here.
Yeah, that's good. Are you gonna go with your wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. How's your work then? If that's the case, how you gonna arrange your work?
I can work from there.
Okay.
Most of the time I do it from home anyways, but I've just been short people lately, so I've had to go on the field myself.
Yeah. If you go, then they're gonna have to get someone else to go in the field.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm training a bunch of other new people, so
All right.
eventually I'll have enough
Delegation.
people and I won't have to go out on the field anymore.
Awesome. You have your old mentor.
Yes. That's one of my desires.
Brilliant. Hello, chào cô Syria. Cô Syria. Hôm qua họp làm tư vấn, không thấy cô Syria. Tính hỏi cô Syria là có thời gian ông hỗ trợ An Trang chia sẻ những cái khái niệm nguồn bằng tiếng Anh này cho mấy bạn nhỏ nhà An Trang với. Bột nhạc.
Dạ.
Cái điều là bên này thì có cái khung giờ là khoảng 7 giờ đến 8 giờ sáng Việt Nam thì mấy bạn đó mới học được thôi, còn những giờ khác
Vậy
thì
hả? Dạ hả cô?
dạ
Giờ
cái
đó
khung giờ đó
em vừa
cô
rời
thấy
Zoom là em đưa con đi
chở
cho con
con đi
ăn
học,
đưa đi
chở con
học.
ăn, chở con đi học. Vậy đó, ai cũng Việt
Là
Nam cũng
nó
chăm con,
rơi
chở
vào
con
7
đi
đến
học.
8 giờ đó cô. Xong
Dạ.
8 đến 9 giờ thì ok đó cô Trang.
Dạ, 8 đến 9 giờ thì mấy bạn lại gần đi ngủ. Ok, để em sắp xếp thử xem, em khung giờ đó
Dạ.
được.
Dạ.
Vậy em nhắn lại
Biết
xem.
ơn
Biết ơn
cô.
chị. Ok. Okay. Cannot see it now, the Zoom. There's a student, a participant, who talking about his old wanting, the nature of wanting and imagination that taking him to many different paths of life. But then when he learned about this knowledge about the state, the third stage of inner awareness, then he's understand the balance energy, and then he start be able to apply the knowledge that he learned here in his life, and he start understand more of about human life, view human being, and the moment that he received the inner emptiness, the moment that he learned about the inner truth, he find out that life is so simpler now. Because as soon as he has, okay, I'm gonna speak in the first position. So as soon as I be able to apply the inner emptiness in my life, I believe in inner peace, and I found out this life is so simple. And our ancestor often says that if we have a lot of blessings, then life will be easier. So my life had changed the moment I be able to grasp this knowledge And Ko Hing said that, okay, so the blessing we have to, it's like your good merit. We have to accumulate it every day. Okay. Hello chị Linh Lê, chào cô Linh Lê, chào anh Bình. So anticipation, okay, comes reality. If you anticipate, your reality will evolve. Chị okay. Chị Phạm, chị Nga said that and she said that, okay, you said about anticipation comes reality. So when I start anticipating that I will have a lot of talent assets, people come into my life to help me, then and the moment that I show my appreciation, my honoring and gratitude to the people around me, I start seeing people come into my life to help me. And when I learn, the last few days when I learned from thầy Kiến, I see that even though in my daily life, my awareness keep going up and down to different states. And in the past, I be able to achieve the third stage of inner awareness, even though I couldn't name it. But then I know that when there is an undesirable outcomes happen to me, I didn't resent people. And when I'm success in my work, I wasn't arrogant, because I realized that all the people around me, there's three types of people come into our life. The first types of people, they come into our life, they don't know anything. So I have some of the staff, they don't know anything, open an email, they don't know what is email, they don't even know what is Google, they can't even use a laptop. Okay, so those are people come into our life, so we can help them, we empower them, we can play a role of the prosper to them. And the second type of person is our teachers, people, the mentor who came into our life, who they teach us a lot of things. So if we be able to humble and willing to learn, then they will teach us a lot of things. And I realized that the root cause of life begin with me. I know that during my work I may make mistakes, and when I make mistakes, I realize that I do not have enough competency to finish the whole things. But then because of this knowledge, I know that if I meet those karmic conditions, those people come into my life, they have certain connection with me already. So if I be able to tolerate them, be able to content them in my heart, then they will later become nice types of people in my life. And that is when I be able to use my wisdom, because I do not get attached to those people, who they are, what they do, and how they will be. So if I be able to avoid the attachment to those people, then I can avoid the factors that affect my good balance merit and good merit, and also stop my wanting and desires for people around me. So since I came into it to study, my awareness state, the state of awareness, has been be able to alternate between the state level 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. So thank you ever so much. Cô Hiến said that you are wonderful. As we are human beings, so we unable to avoid our 16 human nature. So sometimes we have to go back to our human nature. And we see things as right, wrong, good, bad, for truth, false, right? We can never be constantly stay in the third state of inner awareness. So the most important thing is that we know where we are. We know if we were in the first state, the second state, or the third state, right? Because sometimes in life, there's a lot of people give us a lot of compliment. But when people give us compliment, we need to understand that there's certain thing we have to do to grow, to mature. Otherwise, okay, we may fall into a trap that, okay, just like my husband, he often told me that, okay, you are my wife, so whatever I've create, whatever balance merit, good merit I've accumulated, you also have it as well. But then he ended up with the sentence that your life, you need to take care of it. My life, I need to take care of it. Okay, and okay, so I understand that myself, I have to accumulate balance merit and balance and good merit as well. Can't rely on him to do it all, right? So, hello, hi, Trang. Hi, Saint. Okay, I've chào Lý Xuân Khánh. I had a habit in the past that I went to go to see the fortune teller, but I always remember all the good thing that they told me, and any bad thing that they told me, I forget them immediately. So that is one of my good habits. But I do not go to see fortune teller anymore now. And nowadays, learning this knowledge, we aim to enrich ourselves, to master ourselves, to become and to evolve. Okay, and now we're going to read the declaration. Let's see if I can share the screen so you can see the declaration. Okay, actually. Screen. Okay, it's a little bit slow. My English, my internet is slow. Okay, can you see? Can you all see? All right. If you can read it with me, that would be great.
Xin chào cả nhà, good morning. Cô anh Trang ơi, cái phần này là anh Ron á, cùng với nhà 339 sẽ làm á cô.
Okay, great. And Ron, cô Hà My said that you and everyone in 339's house going to read this, right?
Yes, I don't see Lily here. She was supposed to read it this morning, but Hung, do you want to read it this morning?
Okay, if so, then go ahead. I show it on the screen. Can you see it?
Anh John, maybe you do it today, anh John.
Okay, I will do it.
Thank you.
Declaration with Master Mentor. I am a person with value. Appertelling, transmitting reality, creating value is what I do throughout my life. Supporting others achieve their lives' aspirations, I elevate realms of living. Expanding the range of awareness, elevating the levels of wisdom, I stand above emerging adversities. Honoring, gratitude and emotion, tolerance and human nature, inner peace and being, I protect myself and those around me. Refined characters, outstanding virtues, Maturing beyond my years, I conquer all dreams. With appropriate perspective, reality, mentality, and relevant competency, I succeed with simplicity. Comprehending laws, understanding principles, holding firmly the key, I open the door to mastering life. Adhering to rules, applying formulas, grasping methods, my life becomes simpler, more joyful, more trusting, and lighter. Knowing, believing, understanding the triangle of reality, the human energetic structure, the formula for the root cause of life, I master finances, master health, master relationships, and master inner being. Imparting the value of the philosophy of root education to all in order to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. Portrait of Witmaster Mentor. Scholarly wisdom, peaceful mentality, refined character, outstanding virtue, exceptional competency, model-like physique, triathlete health, extraordinary appertelling, sagacious communication, unwavering self-discipline, insightful vision, human life comprehension, benevolent leadership, moral virtue for all, 6 great prosperities, all-capable leader, cultural entrepreneur.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you very much, Ron. That's awesome.
Thank you for allowing me.
Thank you, John.
Thầy Trí Kiên said that have you already start feeling that the last few days your life has been lightened up with the wisdom light? Okay. Is anyone getting ready to go to bed every day and still see the wisdom light still brighten up inside of you? Okay. Some people said that they are dreaming about the triangle of reality while sleeping. Okay. So we here you going to have the ability to receive and transmit reality over space. We are transmitting realities over space right now, right? Okay. From non-material to material. And today we're going to move on to another level of wisdom. And when you comprehend this level of wisdom, you will be simply master your life. You're going to comprehend everything that we're going to experience in our life, that where they come from. Like, for example, this week, how's your life gonna be? This month, this year, how's your life turn out? You will know the root cause of all of those, where they come from, and we can recreate our experience in life. So in today's session, you'll be able to understand all of this. Yesterday we talked about wisdom level 1. Wisdom level 1. So today we're going to continue with wisdom level 2. We are going to talk about wisdom together. We're going to learn about wisdom level 2. According to second state of inner awareness, we have wisdom level 2. So second state of awareness, we have wisdom level 2. So second state of inner awareness or wisdom level 1. Whenever we say level when we say level and the word level here, it doesn't really mean that one is more less than 2. We just call them by name as 1, 2, 3. They don't really have any less or more important than the others, each other. Okay. Wisdom level 2. It doesn't mean that the other levels, any level is higher than the others. Okay. So with wisdom, we just simply saying that's level 1, level 2, level 3, but they are not. None of them are more important than the others. Okay, they are all important. So the second state of inner awareness corresponding to wisdom level 2. Okay, wisdom level 2. So we're going to write down the definitions of wisdom level 2. So a person with wisdom level 2, a person with wisdom level 2, a person with wisdom level 2 is someone who has the state of inner awareness, is someone who has the state of inner awareness that the root cause of life begins with, here we go, I'll put it on the chat box. Okay, a person with wisdom level 2 is someone who has the state of inner awareness that the root cause of life begins with me. Okay. Is someone who has the state of inner awareness that the root cause of life begins with me. So this student asks, should we call this definition or concept? And Thầy Kiến said that we can call this definition, but this is, we understand that it is a source concept. We can call it definition because we are defining the level, wisdom level 2. But this is also the source concept. Okay, this is the definition belong to the source concept of our knowledge. So that is the first part of a person with wisdom level 2 is someone who has the state of inner awareness that the root cause of life begins with me. Next part is someone who understands, and is aware that, is someone who understands and is aware that all phenomena, all things, events come from within their own, and is someone who understands and is aware that all things, events come from themselves, come from within the old mental seat, come from themselves, from their old mental seat, not from external sources, not from itself. We have to reword this. Is someone who understands and is aware that all things, events come from themselves, from their old mental seat, not from itself, not from itself. So itself here means that things, event. Okay, so it doesn't come from itself, which means doesn't come from things and event, but it's come from the seat, our old mental seat. Okay. So that is the second part. We're moving on to the third part of a person with wisdom level 2. Okay, is someone who does not seek change from the external sources. That is the third part. A person with wisdom level 2 is someone who does not seek change from the external sources. Is someone who does not seek change from the external sources. Is someone who does not seek change from the external sources, but is clearly aware of the need to change from their inner being. Okay, is clearly aware of the need to change from their inner being. Is someone who does not seek change from the external sources, but is clearly aware of the need to change from their inner being. Okay. Okay. So while I'm reading this, please write them down, and we're going to clarify them later. Okay, we're going to clarify this definition later after you have written down this definition. Okay. So we are going to move on to the fourth part of this definition. Okay, is someone who has the hang on, that's the third part. The third part. So is someone who does not seek change from the external sources, but is clearly aware of the need to change from the their inner being. So that's the third part. The fourth part of a person with wisdom level 2. Okay, a person with wisdom level 2 is someone who has the hurt intention. 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 Is someone who has the hurt intentions that seeking to change others is the beginning of suffering. Seeking to change others is the beginning of suffering, while changing oneself is the beginning of happiness. why changing ourselves or oneself is the beginning of happiness. Okay. Seeking to change others is the beginning of suffering, while changing oneself is the beginning of happiness. Seeking to change others is the beginning of suffering, while changing oneself is the beginning of happiness. Please allow me to repeat this definition again, the definition of the person with wisdom level 2. A person with wisdom level 2 is someone who has the state of inner awareness that the root cause of life begins with me, not from itself. Is someone who does not seek change from the external sources, but is clearly aware of the need to change from the inner being. Is someone who has the heart intention that seeking to change others is the beginning of suffering, while changing oneself is the beginning of happiness. Please help me that all of you here at least read through this definition a few times in your mind before we go into discuss to clarify this definition. Okay, so all of you please look at the definition that you have just written down and read a few times in your mind. Read through it a few times in your mind. Okay. We have 4 parts in this definition. There's 4 parts in this definition. Do you know that the secret of happiness lies in this definition? Obviously, each of the level of wisdom will give us a certain happiness. All of them give us different level of happiness, but this level of wisdom gives us is the secret of our own happiness. There's many ways we can bring happiness to ourselves, but the wisdom level 2 is one of the special way for us to feel happy. So if you have any of you have ever had the inquiry, how can I feel happy? How can I live happily? How can I have happiness in my life? Then this wisdom level 2 will be able to help you to feel happy whenever you're going through life and need a little bit of happiness. Okay, and with this definition, you will know exactly why at that certain moment you do not feel happiness, do not feel happy. Okay. So we're going to return. So we're going to work from part 4 of the definition back to the first part. Okay. One of the reasons that we do not feel happy because we seek to change other people, maybe our wife, our husband, our loved one. Okay, we seek to change others. We want to change other people. We differentiate between our desires and our wanting. Okay, so we there are two directions. And there's two ways that we wish, we want, or we design. So we seek to change others. Okay. So we want to change. We desire order to change, and we seek to change order is two different things. Okay. So when others change, we be benefit, right? So, but if we be able to put other people benefit above our, then if other people do not change, then we do not satisfy our own desire. That is a negative intention. But with the positive intentions, the person, but if we put other people benefit above us, okay, then whether they change or not is no problem. Okay, so whether the other person, they had changed, they had transformed, we do not seek for them to change. Okay, so when we say that we desire, okay, desire, or we want, or we wish, okay, that is the normal way that we talk to each other in society. We often said, okay, I want, I hope for, okay. So the root cause of it, the essence of it is still our wanting, our nature of wanting and imagination. Okay, and okay, so if it is a negative energy, then it turn to seek order to change, seek change in order to seek earnestly. We long for, we yearn for, But if it is positive energy, then we wish, we hope, we desire. Okay. So the participant said that she want her husband to not smoking, to stop smoking. And thầy said that, okay, so do you want other people to stop, you want her husband to stop smoking? Is that to benefit him or to benefit you? Okay, so maybe you want him to stop smoking because you don't like the smell of the smoke, right? So it's not because of his benefit, but it's more for your benefit that you want him to stop smoking. But if you want him to change because of his benefit to him, then it is different. Okay, so when we take the fruit and we go back to the cause that the seed that generate that fruit, okay, then we can see where's the root cause of it come from. So we look at the fruit, we take the fruit and trace back to the seed, trace back to the cause. Then we know that whether we okay. So once we be able to trace from, we look at the fruit and then we start tracing back to the cause, to the seed, to the root cause of it, then we will know that whether we desire to other people to change for their benefit or we seek them to change for our benefit. Okay. The student was saying that I have problems with my health and I seek myself to change. So is it good things or bad things? So at this stage, good or bad, okay, it doesn't. Okay, so the student was saying that, all right, so like my child, I want to stop them to eating bad food and want them to eat the good food, okay? And sometimes I feel conflict. And thầy Kiến said that, all right, so all of us here, we are parents, we all want our children to eat nutritious food and have good health, be a good student, right? So all of those desires that we want for our children, okay, so they are a good thing, right? They are a good thing. There's a good things. But deep down inside your heart, whether it is a good desire or positive desire or negative desire, okay, you know it deep inside your heart, because the moment that your children stop eating, stop becoming a good student, then you still feel happy inside or you feel suffering, okay? Then only you know that, okay? And sometimes we say that we want other people to be good, okay? We want other people to be good, so we force them to change. So we do certain things because we want other to be good, okay? So seeking other to change or wanting other to do what we want, that is the priorities of being suffering, okay? So sometimes we think that because we love our children, okay, so in the name of love, in the name of love, and we want them to change, right? So sometimes we do something in the name of love. So that's not for that. So we don't really do that because of other benefit, okay? And the more we put our benefit above other people, the more we have desire, the more we're going to seek change in others. So the moment that we putting other people benefit above ourselves, then we'll be able to reduce our wanting and desire towards other people. So sometimes we unable to say that we putting other people benefit above our, or we're looking at our benefit more than others, okay? So sometimes we live next to our loved one, we are unable to name our state, our inner state, okay, our emotional state. So the best way to do is that you look at the result, okay, look at the fruit, and you trace back to the seed, trace back to the cause. So when you stay next to your children at that moment, are you happy? Okay, are you happy? Do you want them to do certain thing for you to be happy, or you just be happy because they exist next to you? Okay, so when you seek to change others, it's the beginning of suffering, and while changing yourself is the beginning of happiness. Okay, so the when we say hurt, intention, okay, intention here means that something that keep repeated over and over again in your mind, in your heart. Okay, so this one, tâm niệm, it's got to be mind intention, not heart. So nếu mà here thầy Chí Kinh said is tâm trí, is not tâm là heart. Tâm trí is mind intention. So sometimes if you see that, okay, in life we got stuck to something in our life, then immediately we got stuck to someone, okay, attached to someone, cling to someone, then we need to have this mind intention that seeking to change others is the beginning of suffering, while changing ourselves is the beginning of happiness. So this is the secret, okay, the secret of happiness. The student asking that when we repeating the saying that seeking to change others is the beginning of suffering, while changing ourselves is the beginning of happiness. Okay. Does it mean that why do you say it so loud when you talk about seeking to change others is the beginning of suffering, and then you say it softer when you read the saying why changing oneself is the beginning of happiness? So the thầy Chí Kinh said that because when I first read the first sentence out loud, by the time I move into the second sentence, I have no more energy to shout it loud anymore. It's just the way that he's sharing. So you ask, answer. Whatever I acquired in the past, now I express it outside. Okay, so maybe I have expressed it outside is not exactly what I have acquired. So the result that I have today, the what I'm sharing to you today, is because I have been acquiring this knowledge many times over and over again, and now it's just they just came out. So the student said that this sentence, when thầy Toàn read it, is the best. It's funny that everyone comparing thầy Chí Kinh with thầy Toàn. So the student asking, okay, we want others to change because we want it's good for them, all right? We want them to be good. But if you're saying that seeking order to change is the beginning of suffering, and we do not want to be suffered, then what should we do? So thầy said that we do not stop our desire for order to be good, but we stop the idea that in the name of love, in the name of other people benefit, we seek change in others. We seek to change others. Okay. So that's when I differentiate between our desire, our wanting, and from seeking to change. Okay, seeking other to change. So the student saying that there are different sayings that when we help other people, inconvenience is benefit ourselves. Then thầy said that it's similar idea. It's similar idea to this saying. When you put other people benefit above yourself, you do not diminish your own benefit. You still satisfy your benefit, but you just put other people benefit above yours. That's all. Okay. So this knowledge will help us to recreate our happiness. So the students asking that, all right, so if I seek to change others, is it the beginning of suffering? Does that mean that I always focus on my own happiness, but do not bother about other people's happiness? And thầy said that, beginning of happiness. So that happiness starting with you, and then other people will also have that happiness as well. But when you start with the beginning of suffering, you suffering, then other people also suffer. Okay. So the moment that you changing yourself, that is the moment that you have happiness and you'll be able to spread it to other people around you. Okay. Can you feel that? So the moment that you change yourself, that moment that's happiness. It's not just for only of you. Okay. That's happiness is the happiness of the human life view, the humanity. There's different people speaking on top of each other. Alright, so the student saying that I often tell my kid that in order to be healthy and grow up properly, you need to eat nutrition food. You need to eat meat, eat vegetable, eat fish. Okay, and I told my kids that if you eat fish, then your eyes will have a good eyesight. And so in the past, I seek my kid to change. I want my kid to eat the food, but now, thank you to the knowledge, I'll be able to share all the benefit concept to my kids. And so instead of telling my kids, in the past I used to complain to my kid that why you eat so slow. But now I've realized that in the past I'm very I don't like it. I feel very uncomfortable when my kid eats so slow. But now when I see that they eat slow, I have a new perspective, that if they chew food slowly, then it's better for their health. Okay. Then I've react differently to my kid now, and also in the past my kid doesn't say hello to the adult. They didn't say hello or goodbye. They have no propriety to everyone around them. Doesn't matter how many times I remind them. Doesn't matter how many times I tell them that they need to be polite to others. But since I learned the knowledge, then I start cuddling my kid in the evening. I cuddle them and then I whisper to their ear and remind them that they need to be polite to other people, to the adults around them. And then I start seeing they start changing. Thầy said that congratulations to you. At the moment that you shift your intention, okay, from seeking the people around you to change to having just a desire, your desire to change in yourself, then your life will change. So we had a notion, we're putting our intention here. We have a notion here that we going to change ourselves. Okay, so that is the fourth part of this definition. Let's go back to the third part of the definition. Okay, can you look back at the definition and read it in your mind? A person with wisdom level 2 is someone who does not seek change from the external sources, but is clearly aware of the need to change from their inner being. So we can understand here, a simple here, that everything happened in our life, anything happened in our outside. Okay, so we have inner being, inside and outside, right? Anything happen inside of ourselves, we call them the inner being, inner world, right? And anything happen outside, we call them outer world. Yeah. So everything happened in the outer world. Where do they start from? Okay, they start from our body, right? It start from our body, and from our body, then we have our relationships, our work, our occupation, the people around us, everything that we can see around us, they belong to the outer world. And the inner world is our inner being. Our inner world is our inner being. If we call the inner world and outer world, then our inner world is our inner being. And the sage, or the sage, they told us that everything that happened in the outer world is the reflection of our inner world. Okay, our inner world reflects outside, and what happened outside in the outer world is the reflection of our inner world. Okay, so I would like to borrow an image so you can understanding more. Do you know the projectors? Do you know the projector? The projector, right? The projector, you show it on the screen. You show whatever on your laptop and show it on the big screen to everyone to see, right? So the projector, we going to watch a movie. A movie showed on the screen through the projectors, and that is a horror movie, right? If you watch a horror movie, you do not feel happy, you feel annoyed, you feel scared, you have a stuck, then what are you going to do? When if you want to, whether you want to change to a different movie, what? Okay, then what do you need to do? Okay, so if we want to change to different movie, then we need to change the source of that projectors, right? And the person who manage the screen, okay, the person who manage the screen, who watch the screen, okay, and they feel unhappy, they feel angry, and they start attacking the screen, then what do we call that person? What do we call that person? We call that person is crazy, right? And similar to that, if we expect other people to change, we seek others to change, we want our society to change this way and that way, we want other people around us to change. That's just like person who want to attach the screen, because whatever happened in the outer world is the reflection of our inner world. You understand what I'm saying here? So our body, our health, our finances, and everything that currently happened in our outer world, they are the reflection of our inner world. So the more we try to change the outer world but forget to go back to change the inner world, it's just like we try to fix the screen without fixing the source of the projector. So, and when we said that we need to change from the inner being, right? Then what do we need to change? Because here we're saying that we clearly aware of the need to change from the inner being, right? So the sentence is saying that we is clearly aware of the need to change from the inner being. There's a lot of people know that they need to change themselves, but they have no idea what they need to change inside of themselves. Okay, and then they got stuck in life. They know that they need to change, but they have no idea what do they need to change inside of them, inside themselves, right? So again, they get stuck in life. So we change our mental image. The student said it. And congratulations to all of you. You are here, you be present here. You learned about the 3 reference system last week. And now we know that what we need to change inside of ourselves. Okay? We do not change our emotion, right? We do not change our personality, right? So what do we change here? When you're saying that we change our awareness, even better, we can say that we change our source concept, we change our mental image, we change our state, our inner state. We change our inner state, we change our mental image, and change our source concept. So those are the root cause of what we need to change, right? Because otherwise, if you say that you need to change from the inner being, we say that we need to change our inner awareness. So we know in detail that our inner awareness includes our mental image, our inner state, and our source concept, right? So if we want to change our inner state, we need to accumulate good deed, good merit, balanced merit and good merit, right? A lot of people will tell us that, okay, that you need to change. You need to change yourself, right? A lot of people gonna tell you that you need to change yourself, but no one told you that what you need to change inside of you, right? Okay. So before you learn this knowledge, everyone will tell you that you need to change inside of you. You need to change from within, right? But then you have no idea that what includes inside, what comprise inside of yourself. Okay. But now we understand clearly what we need to change. So we see the importance of the 3 reference systems here. The 3 reference systems help us to comprehend our inner world, and that our inner world is our inner being, the word of the inner being. And we know exactly if we if we want to have the life that we desire, then where do we need to start from? So if you want to change other people, okay, in the outer world, just like you want to change the screen of your life. The students say that, okay, if I change my inner being, does that mean that I already changed my source concept? Let's say I love planting tree, and I planting a lot of tree in my garden, in my balcony. Then in the past, whenever I finish work, come back home and see the trees dying, then I start resenting the people in my family that they do not taking care of my plant. Okay. And when I'm go away for work for a while, I come back and my plant dying, then I start resenting my kids that they did not listen to me and help me to take care of this plant. But now I understand that it's all start from me. These are my plants. I planting them, so I need to take care of them. I can't continue to resent my kids. Okay. And now whenever I go away for a while, I come back and they're dying, then I start cleaning them up. I do not say anything to my kids at all. I just quietly clean up all the plants and continue to take care of whatever left. Okay. And my kids, they start seeing my transformation. Okay. They start talking to me. They start interact with me and start helping me with the plant. So now I say to them softly that if I go away, could they be able to help me to take care of the plant? And my kid, she, I know that when I resent my kid, I basically form evil merit within my kids. And when I've changing myself, I change my inner state, then does it mean that I help my kids to also changing themselves? The teachings ask that, okay, where do you live? Student answer that I live in Ho Chi Minh City. The teaching said that how's the weather there right now? The student said that it's in this raining season right now. The teaching said that in Hanoi we start moving into the cold season. Okay, so I cannot really check weather in Ho Chi Minh City. I mean, Ho Chi Minh is in the raining season, but I do not know I do not know. How do you feel inside? You feel hot, feel cold? Okay. Only you can define your state, your inner state. But now we're going to focus on your design. What do you desire? What are you currently desiring right now? The student said that, okay, so it means that we now want our children to change when they get to the teenager age. So in the name of the parents, I request my children to do things that I think is good for them. But because we come from different generation, so the kids thinking that I try to impose them, and I try to force them to do things that I want. Okay, and which means I've formed evil marriage with my kid. So what should I do? How can I do to change this? Does it mean that I need to go back to change the source concept, change the image of me and my children, and I have a mind intention that I am going to have the beautiful, the positive mental image of my kid? Is it right? Is it right? Thầy Kinh said that if you ask me right or wrong, I can't answer it because that is the rules. We cannot answer the questions that the yes and no questions. Okay. So if you feel that whatever going on right now is right, then that's it right for you. Okay. The student said that I feel so grateful for this knowledge, because with this knowledge I can reflect and see that whether I be able to alternate my state, with this knowledge I can feel that my life is lighter, happier, and simpler. I have solved so many problems that I have my kid in the past. Just like yesterday, when we talk about anchoring and releasing, we know that when we release, then we be able to create value, and we have responsibility for the environment around us. Okay, so which means I can help others to overcome their phobias. Okay. Thầy Chicken said that's good. So we have the two different terms. That is designed and wanting and seeking order to change. So when you expect your kid to take care of the plant, okay, you have to see it clearly when you want to take care of the plant. So that plant is for you, right? You can have you make it clear that what's the benefit here for your kid, okay? Or you just want your kid to help you with household jobs, right? If you can clarify that you can help the kid to clarify their love for nature. Okay, if it starts from your kid's benefit, then you know how to take care of your kids and take care of the tree and the plant, right? So when you have that habit, I believe that you have the connection, the love to nature, and okay, and what is that benefit to you? You have to let your kid know, because if they don't know what's benefit them, then they will not do it. Okay, but then get back to you whether you just design a good thing for them, or you seeking themselves to change. And the student said that whenever I see the seed that have a a bulb, and that bulb later on turn into flower. Okay, then I feel happy in my inner being. Okay, and I have a habit. Whatever I want to do, I've allowed my kid to see, to involve, to see whatever I've learned from nature. Okay, and the kid seeing me doing all of that so many years, but they still be ignorant to the tree and plant. So I'm thinking that maybe I don't have the connection with the plant. So my kid might not have the connection with the plant. So I just need to do good what I want to change myself first, and then later on I'll be able to influence my kids. So you can just make it clear, right? So if you want your kid to connect to the plant, then go to the end of it. What does it for? What is it for? What's it for? And the student saying that so the kid can learn from nature, from life. Okay, they can see that everything in life can help them. And today I have an incident that whatever I try to do good for my kids, it might turn out that I force my kids. Okay, and I arranging things. I control them. And when they grow up, when they get to the age where they already provide for the family, contribute to society, okay, then I aware that when the children grow up, they become a proper person already. They can learn so many things else in life. And whenever my kids make a mistake, I still haven't defined that what I really needed to happen right now. And when I start sharing my reality, I can see that myself, what I have done, okay, what I have created. Here, whether I create the fortune, blessings, okay, so the student said that she is thinking like that. We are providing the environment for our kids to accumulate balance, merit, and good merit, right? Okay. Thầy Kinh said, okay, you need to re-question yourself that what do you really want right now for yourself? What do you desire for your kids? Okay. We do not need to explain the concept that are not clear. Okay, so you have to be clear that what you want. Okay, because when we said that we desire for others to be good, right? For example, we desire our kids. We want our kids to help watering the plant, right? That doesn't show the benefit. Okay? The benefit. So if we want our kid to eat in a certain period of time and eating faster, so whether that's a real desire, or there's still in the deeper layer, the deeper layer of what we need, we want, okay, outside. So when we do not, we have clearly know that because we want other people to benefit, then we be able to apply this wisdom level 2. We do not go into explain the negative situation because negative source concept will not benefit to us. Okay, the student said that everything's in my life. Whenever I say something to my kid and they listen to it, I feel satisfied. And then I have already I constantly remind my kids, okay, about this knowledge. And the moment that my kids grow up and mature, I see that I'm unable to teach my kid anymore. But at this moment, I release that status and become the friend's companion, the companion with my children. Okay, so we're going to move on to the second part. Okay, can you read the second part to me? Okay, yes. So the second part is that a person with wisdom level 2 is someone who understands and is aware that all things, events come from themselves, from within their own mental seat, not from external sources. Okay, come from itself, A person with wisdom level 2 is someone who understands and is aware that all things, events come from themselves, from within their own mental seat, not from external sources. Okay, so whatever your loved one interact with you, whether love or not, how do you feel what you do? Okay. So where does it come? It's from the seed mental image of ourselves. Okay. Cô Hoài My ơi, cô Hoài My có ở đó không? Cô Hoài My hỗ trợ An Trang khoảng 1 phút được không?
Dạ cô, em đây cô.
Dạ.
Dạ,
cô hỗ
em
trợ
đây
em,
cô.
em
Dạ.
1 phút nha. Biết không cô?
Yeah. And regarding to the seeds of the mental image, and we understand that the seeds of the mental image, actually that is our mental image. All right. The mental image. We understand and we have inner awareness. If anyone who have this understanding and this inner awareness, all of the experiences between us and others, the root cause is coming from the mental image in our mind, and using that ways, it helps us to be balanced. And at that very moment, we already elevate our wisdom level up to level 2. And everything in our lives begins with the mental image within ourselves, and it's coming from the mental image that we have. And there is a story that there is two friends. They are practicing meditation together, and then one friend say to another that, "Wow, today I see you sit in meditation. It's just like you have a radiant halo, and the way you are sitting is just like the ways a Buddha sitting, and then another friend asked again, so how about me? Well, what you see when I am sitting on my meditation? And that friend said that because in the normal day, that friend already have something like don't like the other friend, so that friend take this chance to like saying something to that person, and they said that the way you are sitting it's just like the poo-poo of the poo-poo. It's just like you go into the poo-poo, and then that is and then meanwhile a friend see another one is sitting just like a Buddha, but another friend seeing his friend it's just like sitting just like when he go in, it's just like go in poo-poo. That is the moment when that's the friend, he really exciting because today I have a chance already to like say the thing that I really want to say, and then he very happy and coming back, and on the way back home and he meets his sister, and then he's sharing with his sister, oh dear my sister, today when I talk with my friend on my meditation retreat, that I see that person is just like sitting meditation, it's just like sitting poo-poo, and then that person, his sister said that because that person they have a really great mental image in mind that the person see you as the Buddha with the radiant halo. Why? What's inside you have? And you see your friend as a poo-poo. Why you have that mental image? So the mental image in our mind is really important. Yeah. And coming back to our lives, yeah. So sometimes that we heard other people saying about our lives, but actually it's coming from the mental image that person have about us. And we are very blessing because on the way of where we clarify and developing the concept, and then we along journey of our learning, and we take the knowledge to apply into our daily life, and then we have an intention to change others. But actually, the only person that you can change, that is yourself. We cannot change others, but the only person that we can change, that is ourselves. And if you learn the knowledge and then you come back to your daily life and you find other people, they have so many problems. So you have to look back about what you are learning. Sometimes you learning the knowledge, and then you see a person, and then you say, oh dear friend, you have so many problems, so I have to tell you this, tell you that. All right, so be very be very careful on this, master. And let us study until the time you see others, and you see they have no problem, they are all very good, they are good, all of the people around us. So at that very moment, we already we learn. Yeah. So this is a very, a very sensitive trap in the life. And thank you so much for Thầy Chí Kiên already, answer for my question. And now we listening to another question from a sister in the main Zoom. I have a question from the time I learned PreMentor. And I know that the outer world is the reflection of the inner world. As I'm understanding, it's just like it's maybe Gemma, you find for me vitam. What is vitam? The term vitam. I think that it belongs into the vitam. I am looking for that word, but the sister is thinking that's the way. We see that the outer world is the reflection of our inner world. It belongs into the idealistic. Yeah, the idealistic. Thank you, Gemma. Thank you, Sungi. And duy vật, you find for me the words duy vật also. So it's just like, we have the idealism, and also materialism. And then the sister asking that whether the person who have a thinking that the outer world is the reflection of the inner world is like belonging to the idealism. And I just, have the question about this, whether it's, more on the idealism or materialism. And Thầy Chí Kiên said that, why you have to say so to people? And the sister said that I think that I still have not yet the unit, not yet have the agreements within myself. I would like to have others. Why we have to have others? Why you want to have others? Thầy Chí Kiên asking everyone why you want to have others people. Why you want to have other people? And sister said that I want to have others to be happy. I want to have others to live a happy life. Thầy Chí Kiên said that when we enter to the journey, when we come here in the journey of to become a mentor, and we know that all brother and sister who is learning this course with us, they already successful past the interview. And then now you said that you want to have other people. So the reason why you have that wanting. So normally there are have two options. There are two options. So first one, you see other people have problem and you want to help them. And the second option is you see other people have the ability to be happier to be happier, then you want to help them. For example, you see other people, they already happy. However, you can see that, oh, you can help them to be happier. So in this case, it's very sensitive because if you see other people have problems, it means that inside yourself, you already have the seeing that other people have problems. On the other Zoom, brother and sister are chit-chat discussing about this. Yeah. Thầy Chí Kiên said that, all right, when you communicate with people going to share with you their problems, but it depends on you. You have the choices. You have the selection. You have the choices to believe whether that person has problem or not. When you have conversation with others and others tell you their problem, their story, but it depends on you. It's up to you whether you choose to see other people have problems or not. You see, you don't be like okay, when you listening to the people sharing problem with you, and then it depends on the mental image that you have about that person. It's matter. If you already have a mental image that person have a problems, so I would like to share with you my situation, and I would like to express my honoring and gratitude who already work along with me and guiding me on my maturity journey to become a mentor. And in this lifetime, the way that you learn fastest is that you wanted to receive and transmitting reality. And Trang, you coming back? You want to take over?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thank you for Trang. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
so much
for chipping in. So as a mentor, the best way for us to learn is through receiving and transmitting reality. Receiving reality. And I talked to my teachers. She is a master mentor one, and she is the greatest connector to me. I've told her that I see that people around me have many difficulties, and I want to help them. She told me softly that if you can see other people difficulty, then can you really help them? When you see other people difficulties, then how can you help them? When you see other people problems, how can you help them? So she just said something. She just said that, and then I start contemplating on it, right? Then I'm thinking that obviously when they have problems, why? Then they're in difficulty, then I can help them. If they don't have any difficulty, don't have any problems, then how can I help them? They do not need any help, right? So that is the normal thinking. But according to the principle of our mental image, we know that whatever image we have in our mind, right, is either result. When we clear of the image is our our outcome, our result. So we already see that other people have problems, have difficulty, then that's the result. We are unable to help them. Yeah. And the student said that when we see other people have problems, then we cannot help them, right? But when we can, if we can point out to them that they have the problem, then we can help them, right? Hey, Kiến said that we have to go back to the principle here. We have to go back to the principle to answer this. Okay, when you have clear mental image, that is your result. Okay, clear mental image is the result. Okay, and the student said that they need to have balanced merit and good deed as well. Okay, Kiến said that here we are focusing on the mental image. When we content other people with the negative image, then the questions here is that, so normally when we see that this person have problems here, that person got difficulty there, right, then we get back to the definitions that the person with a person with wisdom level 2 is someone who understand and is aware that all things, events come from ourselves, from our own mental seat, not from itself. Okay, so we have to understand clearly here that whether we have the image other people have problems or do they really have problem. Okay. And the student said that obviously that within ourselves we have that seed, that mental seed of the negative image. That's why we can see they have that reality, right? So Thầy Kiến said, all right, there's a conflict understanding here. Whenever we see that there's a not good things we see in other people, right? When we see something's not good in other, and we often said, that person is this and that, right? So our husband is like this, my children is like that. So they are like this or like that. It's because of them, or because we have the mental image that they are this and that. So we need to clarify this, make this clear here. Okay. So, chị Thảo, you see any confliction here? Any confliction here? Chị Thảo said that I agree with you on it, but when I see the image of others, means that inside of me, I have that image too. And I have that image inside of me. That's why I see that image in other people. Okay, because if we say that, okay, we're looking at it and looking at their life and we see that no problems, how can that problems appear in my mind? The Kiến said that, okay, because so chị Thảo got confused because I haven't explained to that part yet. Okay, maybe she have learned from a different class, right? So if we, in our mind, if we already hold the not good image of other person, then we understand that everything and events, circumstances, all of that come from our old mental seat. Okay, they do not come from other people. We need to have this awareness here, and then whatever we need to do next, that will be the next level, the next step, right? But the first step is you need to realize that everything's come from our old mental seat image. If we had a negative image of other people, we need to manage our inner being. We need to change the image. A student asked, Why is it that at this stage you only talk about the scientific point of view, but you do not mention the moral philosophy or the religious point of view? So at this moment, we do not talk about the mental image. We talk about the seat, the mental seat. We're talking about the mental seat in this definition. This is our mental seat. The mental seat include the seat of image, seat of energy, and seat of concept, right? So the students want to share, and other students asking Thầy to continue what he was saying. The student saying that I want to clarify a different way to look at things, in terms of idealisms or materialisms. Okay. And whether idealisms is conflict to materialisms, but so when I talk, there's some people listen to me, and I want to say things that do not make other people feel uneasy, uncomfortable, in order to avoid forming evil merit. Okay, I do not want to say things that let other people feel uneasy with what I'm saying. And I said that, so what were you doing back then? We need to resolve what you're sharing earlier before we're moving on to this part. Okay, so you want to share that, you want to say that to other people. What for? Why do you share that? Will you say that to other people? Okay, you're saying that